Are we on? Oh my gosh. We're on. I forgot to turn my mic on. Oh dear. Thank you. Thank you. You didn't really miss anything. I was just rambling about cats. There we are. Hey. Hey, Grasshopper. How are you? Oh my goodness. All right. Well, we're getting started. Kiba and Minnie are not my friend today. They're up in the front sitting on a pile of bubble wrap, which I can't really blame them. A pile of bubble wrap probably is pretty comfortable, but the pile of bubble wrap is getting more attention than me today. I'm doing well. It is Pie Day, so we are going to celebrate Pie Day by not just eating pie, but making pie plates. So that's what I'm doing today. Right? Bubble wrap is comfy. 3089, thank you so much for the resub. Thank you for the 53 months. That is a very long time, and that is a great deal of kitty treats. We're up on both platforms. Nice. Nice. So you can see all the conversations. Now let me get a bat, which is not a big stick. It is a round, flat piece of wood. We'll clean this off just a little bit. And then add some more stuff to it. But I have these wider bats so I can make, bigger things. I use the little 6-inch tiles just because my mugs don't tend to have that big of a base. And most of the products I make, even like bigger pitchers and stuff, like the base is not wider than 6 inches at any time. But pie plates do have they have a bigger bottom. So to make a pie plate, I start with my bat. I put a piece of canvas here. This is a piece of waxed canvas. It's an old tarp that I cut up. I use this so that after I throw the plate, I don't have to try to cut underneath it. I can go underneath the canvas and then just lift it off and peel the canvas off so the bottom is nice and flat and even, and I can throw this a little bit thinner without having to worry about it the base coming off. So I don't have to leave like a ½ inch to an inch of clay at the bottom just to trim off to get it to be even. So this is a little hack that I have for making like pie plates and dinner plates and such. Oh, you're in class. You're working on a your clearance paperwork for an upcoming job. Well, good luck. I can make 10 of these, so that's what I'm going to do. I've got 10 pieces of canvas, so we're going to make 10 pie plates. So tell me, can we come up with 10 different pies? I think tonight we are going to have a pizza pie. I think savory pies and sweet pies. Is anybody else having pie today? My favorite tend to be the creamy pies. I like the like coconut cream pie. Though I will not turn down a good pecan pie. Chess pie, though. I don't know what category it falls into, but that is amazingly good. Mince pie. Mince pie. I think of those as like smaller, like individual pies, right? Or are they called a hand pie? What I would call a fried pie, some people call hand pies. where it's just like, you know, a crescent shape of dough with the filling inside. They're empanadas. Let's see how. Ooh, where's my ruler? This one will be big enough. You're a chef by trade. Okay, that was too easy. Okay. Pizza, lime, lemon meringue, banana cream, strawberry, cherry, rhubarb, mincemeat, and apple. Let's not forget quiches. Also, I don't know that I've ever actually made a pie in one of my pie plates. I use them for breads and brownies and biscuits and just about everything else. So it does not have to contain pie. This needs to be 10 inches wide, which needs to be a little bit wider. So it needs to be 10 inches wide so that it'll shrink down to 9 inches. There we go. Now, we could have a pie plate like this, and if you want one, just send me a message saying you want a pie plate with like straight sides. But the ones I'm making today are all ordered as my standard pie plates, which will have this ruffly edge. So today they're all going to get a ruffly edge. Okay. Go underneath it a little bit. And then we're going to give it its ruffly edges. Here we go. So this is more of a deeper dish pie plate. We can always have more pie. Now, I think I've got another one of these somewhere that's a little bit longer, but I think it'll work for this. With this, I'm not going underneath the clay part. I'm going underneath the canvas, separating that from the bat. I'm going to use the bat again. There we go. And so now this will just slide off. I'm going to put this on the table and use this bat again. Got to make sure you have a flat table, though, or else the bottom of the pot will be wonky. You can tell I've done that several times. Yeah, I have made several pie plates. And all of the chunky bits that I'm scraping off here will go back into my water bucket, and then they will just be added to the reclaim bucket to be reused at a later date. All right. Next, remember the first step of doing anything on the wheel is to place the clay firmly on the wheel and to make sure we put some downward pressure on this and then center it, which is just we're squeezing the sides, bringing it up, and then compressing it back down. And that's good and centered. Open it up. There we go. Make sure there's nothing on the outside. If there was a lot of water here, I'd have to clean it up, because as I'm opening this up, I'm folding that clay down, and if it could trap water under there and cause cracks. And then slow it down as the wider or the taller something gets. Taller or wider it gets, the slower you need to go. Just to keep control of everything. All right. Fold this over. There we go. All right, pie plate number 2. So now we can have quiche in one and dessert in the other. Okay, be right back. Cobalt Reefer, hey, happy Pie Day! Yes. Minnie's happy too. It is apparently lizard season again. There's a poor little lizard outside missing a tail. So we have made 2 pie plates so far. I want to make 10. So far we've got 1 for quiche and 1 for dessert. One for, let's say, a pecan pie. Is anybody else celebrating Pie Day, or have you already celebrated Pie Day? I think we're going to have pizza tonight. Because why not? Did I even measure this? I don't need to, I'm just that good. No, I need to measure because most of the time I'm not. But that one just happened to be right. Let's fold that over. And give it its ruffly edges. And whether people use this to help shape their crust or not, it just helps identify what this is. When you see a shallow dish with a ruffly edge, you're like, that is a pie plate. I know what that's used for. So everybody tell me what your favorite pie is. Mine is chess. Chess pie. So I did not realize until a couple years ago that was a southern thing. Most people outside the South don't know what that is. I've never made one, but they are good. We have 3 now. Apple or lemon meringue? That's my mother's favorite is key lime. I always think of lemon meringue and key lime in the same category. Grasshopper, you like key lime pie too? Yeah. Reaver said a hot summer day with a cool drink and a tart lemon pie. Mmm. Pumpkin pie. You're both cinnamon addicts, so you like the pumpkin pie. That's not something we ate much growing up. Like that, I guess it's not something my parents liked, so they didn't have it. The pies I remember we had most often were like cherry pie or like the chocolate fudge pie. But then we had cobblers, so cobblers were a different thing. And cakes. Chicken pot pie, yes. Slow it down a little bit and trim some of this off. Well, I thought this might be easier than fighting with it, but I'll have to trim it off again. There we go. There we go. Favorite pie? That's hard. There's so many different ones. Yes, we'll name them all. Do your top 5. Pizza is your go-to for savory, yes. So we're in an ad break, so I'll come back to the question. But I do like some Chicago-style pizza. Pizza, chicken and bacon pie, like a quiche, apple pie, pumpkin, and cherry. Let's move this one out of the way. And we have 4 pies. Smith Clay, whoa, thank you for the resub. Does that say 99 months? That says 99 months. So Smith Clay, good afternoon. 1 more month to go, yes. Oh, so Frag, were you at the Kentucky Crafted Show? You saw our work last weekend. Are we going to the Indiana Artisan in April? No. So we're coming back to Lexington in May for the Kentucky Sheep and Fiber. It's at Masterson Station Park in Lexington. And then in October, we will be at the St. James Art Show. St. James Court. We're right in the center. Or we're right in the court section, which if you've ever been to the show, you know that there's like they organize it by street, so we're on the court section. Wait, so tell me what banoffee pie is. I probably messed up that. What is that? I'm learning about a new pie. But we are making pie plates today because it is Pie Day. And do you really need an excuse to eat pie? I mean, there is a major difference between Chicago deep dish and Chicago style. Oh, Chicago style is cut into squares instead of wedges. Deep dish is what everybody thinks of. Okay. You know what? I have, like, I don't know why I heard that. I thought I knew that at one point, and then I just assumed I was wrong because everybody started talking about, like, Chicago deep dish, and I'm like, well, maybe I got it confused because I thought it was the cut into squares. I remember having that conversation with somebody. But I do like deep dish. A big wedge of cheese. But if you're just joining us, tell us your favorite type of pie. Because I'm making pie plates. And we need to fill them all. You are partial to stuffed crust pizza, yes. Extra cheese. Vito's? I don't know. So, of course, I've been to the touristy places, Giordano's and then Lou Malnati's. And I personally, of the two deep dish styles, I like Lou Malnati's better. So, if you're in, are you in Chicago? You are. No, you're close to Chicago at least. Like, do you know the place that does the pizza pot pie? Because I like doing that. I saw one of their videos where they like showed how they did it, and so do that at home. Shepherd's pie. It does count. It does count. That's another savory kind. Plum crumble. Yeah. So we can do. So you're saying crumble, and I say cobbler. I'm sure there's a difference, but because my grandmother put, for her cobbler, she enclosed it in crust, so it was a pie. So she had crust on the bottom and the top. Though for some people, a cobbler is just crust on the top. A crumble uses crumbs versus dough or for the crust. Gotcha. Will these pie plates provide enough room to do whichever kind you want? And we do have different sizes of pie plates if for some reason you want to make a smaller version. Or maybe you have too much pie filling for one and you need to like overflow into something else. Right, now these are 10 inches right now, but they will like shrink down to be a 9-inch pie plate. Smaller pie means more crust to filling ratio, yes. Cornish pasties count? Yeah, sure. We can do. Is that like a hand pie? All pies are welcome. So what are Cornish pasties specifically? Oh, nope. Not yet. Here we go. You love the history of the Chicago Oven Grinders and Pizza Company. That the location was a speakeasy during Prohibition, and it's a cool place, but it's cash only. Oh, that's okay. So I asked if it was is that the place that does the pot pies? Because I've heard the same thing about that it's cash only. So if y'all don't know what like the pizza pot pie is, like it is awesome. And I don't know if this place came up with it, but they posted a video about it, which is how I knew about it. And it's like, so you start with a bowl and you layer it with cheese. So you build your pizza upside down. You layer with cheese and then add your toppings and your meats and then your sauce, and then cover your bowl with crust like a pot pie. Bake it so you get your crust all you know, nice and crispy. And because really everything else just needs to be warmed up. And then put it on a plate, flip it over, and you have the crust on the bottom, and you have all the gooey ingredients on top. And that's how they present it. And it's a great thing to do with if you have a bunch of people over, because you can like pick your toppings and fill your bowl. And it's a cool experience at the restaurant, yeah. Jenny, hey! Good afternoon. Yes, we've been gone for a little bit. We were at a show this past weekend, and before that we were getting ready for said show and just moving things around, did some rearranging at the gallery. So the Cornish pasty is meat and potato filled and folded over and designed to be eaten in the hand, okay? English Hot Pockets. Well, the show went well. We've got, which is why I've got some stuff to work on, because we took some orders while we were there. So these pie plates are actually part of an order. Couple of orders. And that reminds me, a couple of these are going to need to be personalized, because I've got some that I put on the side with a little medallion that says established in whatever year. So I've got to do some that say established in 2024 for a wedding gift. So they'd be fools not to order. Thank you. We got some orders. That is where we've met the majority of the state parks that we're in, because the origins of that show, like, it started in the early 80s. And it started as a way for Kentucky artists to come together, and for the state park specifically to have access to local artists to feature in the gift shops. So it started out as just a show for state organizations and such. And to their credit, they still come and buy a great deal of stuff and stock their gift shops with a great deal of handmade stuff. I think they have to use like at least 50%, or have over 50% of their merchandise be locally made or in-state. Killer T, thank you for the raid. Welcome, everybody. Good afternoon. I'm going to put this up. But what I'm doing is I'm throwing on the bat and on top of the canvas. I've cut underneath the canvas, and I'm just going to slide this off and onto the table and reuse my bat. That way I can throw these thin and let them sit out and dry, and the bottoms will be flat. And then once the rim is dry a little bit, I can peel the canvas off and be done. One of your favorite pie dishes is one of your mother's that has a recipe printed on the bottom. Nice. I remember the pie plates from when I was a kid. It was very popular to have the pie plate that looked like a pie with that had a lid that looked like it was like strawberries or something, or blueberries. Killer, we are doing pretty good. We're talking about pies. So tell us your favorite type of pie. Savory or sweet? You were just contemplating getting up and finding some yarn to recycle. So we have 6 pie plates so far. I think I've got to make 28 pie plates altogether. Yeah, see, all the pie talk is making you want to make some apple pies. Oh, apple pie scented candles, yeah. You'd have to dig out all your candle making stuff, and the wax takes ages to get to the proper temperature. Really? Are you supposed to heat it up slowly? Slow it down just a little bit. Corned beef pie, basically the pasty but deep, like a 2-inch minimum. Hey, that's perfect. So what are the savory pies we've come up with? We have a pizza, of course, and a quiche, and shepherd's pie, pot pies, pasties, pasties. Is that how you say it? Pasties. Oh, no, I should have slowed down. Come on now. My rim's a bit wonky, but it'll be alright. Should have measured that first. This pie's a little bit wider than the others. It's going to hold a little bit more. Mama Ohana, thank you for the follow. we go. Let's see if that worked. Yeah. Did I miss one? I think I missed one. Raspberry crumble, blueberry crumble. I think if I had to choose the berry, it would probably be cherry. Though I'd never thought that I liked blueberry things until I had an actual fresh blueberry pie. I'm like, this is pretty good. But everything else has always been like, blueberry flavoring. But like at some event, somebody actually had a blueberry like cobbler with blueberries from their garden or their yard or whatnot. And I'm like, okay, I like blueberries. I just don't like blueberry flavoring. What is this, number 7? It's a lot of pies. Well, we did this before last time talking about apple cobblers. Now you're hungry again. Yep, that's what happens. When we talk about making food dishes, we talk about making food. But today is pie day. We have to talk about pie. But you don't have any pie. I actually don't think I've ever made a pie in my pie plates. It's always like I'm always doing bread, like biscuits or brownies or cornbread or something. Pies are like a special family gathering occasion when other people make them. This one got out of hand, didn't it? And this is why I measure. And slow things down a little bit. All right, two more. Two more to go. Nobody's going to complain about a bigger pie dish, yeah. All right, two more pies. This one and one more, because that's how many of these like pieces of canvas I have. So there will be more pie days. There will be. We are not limited to just one, but because I need to make 28, I might as well make 30. Oh, Jenny, yes, you like the updated, yeah. Glaze combo shelf. I fixed them after one of them fell and then rearranged them. I added some of the newer glazes we have on there. So I had to do the rearranging, and now they're properly glued down. Oh, the green and black drip on the bottom. Yes, that's the poisoned apple. That one, he probably just couldn't see it earlier because it was covered up by the cat beds. No, that's the one that fell. So. All right. Yeah, some of the ones that weren't on there were the like the tree beard and the portal, and some of the brighter ones. Like we've got and there's still a couple that aren't on there, but they but I only had like 32 spots, and I think we've got like 36 that could have been on there. Yeah, the yellow and blue is new, and so is the portal. I can't look up while I'm doing this. Okay. The Sedona. I don't know if I had Sedona on there before, actually. And then I made the pink and yellow. It just didn't. That one didn't make the cut. And then I didn't have Hocus Pocus on there earlier. Treebeard. I think I had to redo the Sweet Pea, but it's because it fell off and broke. Okay. Yeah, the orange and blue is what I call Portal. That one was actually ordered by one of the Twitch offices several years ago. That's why I have that color, because it was like the Amazon Prime Twitch office, and they wanted mugs for the office with a certain graphic on them, and they asked if I could do a blue to orange Portal color, and so that's why it's called Portal. But it's gotten a lot of attention since we put it on the website. A lot of people have ordered that one, and the of course the cotton candy, and the blue banana. It's what we call the blue and the yellow. It's fun to do the brighter colors. All right, one more. You know, I thought it would take me a lot longer than an hour to do these 10 pieces, but I don't know when I actually started, like, throwing, but I know I started the stream at 2 o'clock. Yeah, so this is the unicorn, and it's actually over gray, but I know it's kind of hard to see with the glare and everything. And also, I've got an example of the unicorn here with all the clay fingerprints on it, but it's the pink and blue and purple over gray. All right, last one. All right, we have 10 pie plates. You'd be hypnotized by the swirls, yes. Hypnotized into buying all the pots. So next, I'm gonna put my regular bat back on here. Okay. And I'm gonna make some more of the 10-ounce mugs that I was making yesterday, and then 10 of those. Let me see. I think it was 30 altogether that I needed to make of those, and then if I have time, I'm going to make some of the small plant pots. You want everything in every color. It's a good thing you're broke and live on the other side of the world. Yeah. So this is a little bit less. This is only 12 ounces of clay. Badface, hey, thank you for the raid. Welcome, everybody. Good afternoon. And happy pie day. I've just got done with my pie plates. I made 10 of them. So we are filling the world with more pie. Right now I'm making some of the 10-ounce mugs so you can have something to drink while you eat your pie. Let's see how tall this is. That is good. Let's adjust our guide. You gotta run? Yes, thank you so much for stopping by. Fam, thank you for the follow. Welcome in, everybody. Where's Kiba and Minnie? They are snoozing in the sun. I know, the last time I saw Kiba, he was sitting on a large roll of bubble wrap in the front of the studio in the sun. And I don't have anything that can compare to that. Sounds pretty comfy to you, yeah. Hunter, hey, he said, watching this makes you want to buy a wheel. Yes. It is a lot of fun. Though, pottery wheels have gotten super expensive, though. I've always said to look for them used, but even used ones are going for higher prices now. So, Hunter, have you ever done pottery before? This one is really short. I need to make it a bit taller. Which is why it's always good to measure. You can't always go by just eye. You know, I tried wearing contacts one time, and like that was like the weirdest experience because I'm used to gauging. I can gauge a lot of things by eye. Like I think it's almost right, or I know that's too big, or I know that's too small. But like going from glasses to contact lenses, like everything was off. My eye measurements were off because just that little bit of space between your eye and the lens makes everything look a little bit bigger. Yeah, you've taken some classes. Yes, it is fun. But like it made me feel like I could not trust my own eyes. I had to like measure everything, but I ended up not using them. Like I think just being in the studio here with contact lenses, it's so dry. They just weren't comfortable. Oh, so you didn't actually have a successful piece come out? Oh no. But really, it's all about learning the process. Like, nobody's first pieces look very good. Which is discouraging for a lot of people. Do I use something in the background besides the wheel as a reference point after measuring? The mug, so my guide is set up in OBS, so on my cameras I've got a line that I can move around, and I measure my first one, set the guide, and then use the cameras to measure them. I know, snazzy, like made with laser precision. Oh, really? You're planning a Nashville trip from the UK next year. You want to come visit us, but you forgot where it is. Yeah, it's an old car place. Yeah, Marathon Motorworks. So you can also look up Marathon Village in Nashville, and that'll take you there. Because it's the Marathon Motorworks Museum, but Marathon Village is what all the retailers are called. And Marathon is the name of the automobile that was made there. It was one. It was, I think it was the first auto manufacturing place in the country, which is why it's a museum. Yes, and you can also look up the American Pickers store in Nashville, and that it'll take you there because it's in the same building. Oh, really? The fragrance will, when you're making candles and soaps, the smell will change. That's like not knowing what color you're gonna get. You might end up with something nasty. Just because it smells good in the beginning doesn't mean it's going to later. Some are going to be stronger or weaker. Okay. Does it ever like just change completely? So there's a lot of testing involved then. I can see the bakery sense being more finicky because that's something like that's familiar. It's one thing just have a pretty scent. You could probably like fudge it if it's too strong or too weak, but like having something that's supposed to smell like apple pie, you know, it needs to smell like apple pie. Yeah, Neuron, let us know when you're coming by, even if it's just like within, you know, narrowing it down to a week or whatever. Yeah, and because if you do like the hop on hop off bus tours around Nashville, it'll take you to our location. That's one of the reasons we like being there, because we get the tour buses. If you like doing that type of thing. Nashville, USA. Nashville, Tennessee. Yep. I am not in Nashville right now. I'm just across the border in Kentucky. This is where we live and where I make everything. But our retail shop is in Nashville. You were there in 2022 with family, but you loved it so much you're going to do a solo trip in 25. Nice. Oh, Neuron, yeah, thinking, the basics of how to get around, but you're not going to attempt to drive. Oh, yeah. Well, that'd be the same way of me trying to drive over there because I'm sure it's a learning curve. Cheers, Steph. Hello. How are you? Big Bear, yes, happy Pie Day. We have been making pie plates today. Now I'm making mugs so you can have something to drink while eating your pie. Hey, Matt. Hey, Samurai Matt. Steph, thank you so much for the raid. And good afternoon. I think you've come in right during ads, so I apologize for that. We will be back in just a minute. But welcome everybody. If you're new to the channel, my name is Amanda, playing in the mud here on Twitch. That's what we're doing most of the time. Today I'm making mugs. And like I said, we've already made our pie plates. We have 10 pie plates ready to go. Do I have another one? No, I just have one. So if you're just joining us here, tell us your favorite pie. It can be savory or it can be sweet. Blackberry. So mine is going to be more of like a chess pie. I don't know, would you call it a custard? I don't know. It's eggs and sugar. It's eggs and sugar. That's all it is. So, yeah, I think it's I didn't realize it, but it's more of a Southern United States specialty. Yeah, and you're hoping in the next 13 months to get to know some Nashvillians that you can meet up with and do local stuff. Yes, rather than just tourist stuff. There are a lot of groups like that because there's so many new people coming into Nashville. It's growing so fast. I've seen advertisements for a lot of groups, like singles groups, like you know, go on trips with, find people to go on trips with, or to do different activities. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start calling chess pie a quiche. Steph, you gotta clean up after painting? Yeah, lurk away. Thanks for stopping by. And when you get cleaned up, if you feel like it, tell us what you were working on. So, Steph, you were working on a collaboration with a collage artist. It's pink and blue. You're adding your abstract geometric oil painting to it. Nice. Yeah, it's fun making art with different mediums that you're not used to. And I don't know about you, but like sometimes it's fun to use the brighter colors that you don't normally use, because a lot of the stuff that is ordered, you know, I do a lot of like the earthy colors, which like what are on the left hand side here, but some of these mugs that I'm making right now, they're gonna be going to the Fuzzy Duck coffee shop, and so they will. She likes the brighter colors, the owner there, so. And with it being springtime especially, I'm going to do all the like pinks and yellows and oranges. And actually, so this is what it's going to look like. A lot of these smaller mugs are going to have this graphic on it. The Fuzzy Duck. So Neuron, do you remember who you got to see at the Ryman? Or at the Grand Ole Opry? Or which did you go to? Did you go to the actual Grand Ole Opry, or did you go to the Ryman Auditorium? At the Ryman. What have I done here? The Hog Slop String Band. Oh, that sounds fun. And Riders in the Sky. Nope, a little bit taller. Snack break. Just remember to bring enough for everybody. We have 16 of the mugs. Halfway done with these little ones. Getting something to drink is supposed to make my scratchy throat feel better. Oh, snacks took longer, huh? You decided to chuck some food in the air fryer. You're on. There's something very hypnotic about watching pottery in action. Yes. So many so many people say that it's very mesmerizing to watch too, and or relaxing, and it is for me. Like the process is super relaxing. Like I get into the zone even while streaming and just don't say anything for a while, because it's easy to kind of just zone out while doing the repetitive motions. Hooli Zigo, thank you for the follow-up. And good afternoon, everybody. Happy Thursday, which is actually Friday Eve, but most importantly, happy Pie Day. We have made 10 pie plates today. That's a whole lot of pie. Whether it be pizza, or shepherd's pie, or quiche, or apple, or coconut cream, or a cobbler. I see you, Kiba. Looks like I need about 6 more of these. When's the next kiln day? Maybe this weekend. Because making these, we'll let these dry out. I've got some stuff I can glaze, and we'll do like a bisque and a glaze. A couple of glazes. It actually has gotten up into the 70s today, but it's supposed to get cold again this weekend, so that'll be a good time to run the kilns. you think we'll catch kiln opening day on stream? It depends on what time of day it opens up, like, but probably because I'm not in a big, like, urgent hurry right now. So usually if I'm, like, trying to open it up at 11 o'clock at night so I can load it back up and keep the cycle going, I don't do a kiln opening. But if I wait till the morning, I do. So a definite maybe. Got to get some more raku clay because the large bowls that I made, the Big Bertha yarn bowls, the one that was Portal came out. Y'all saw that one come out of the kiln. The raku one though, it came out all cracked out of the bisque. So I'm gonna redo, make a couple more of those. So we'll be doing some bigger throwing when we get our clay in. We will get some raku clay. Oh yeah, you just read our bio. Yeah, we started streaming in 15. So a little over 8 years now. It's just kind of become like part of my studio routine. Yes. So I do love board games. I'm not much of a video gamer, but at all. But I like board games and I play Magic the Gathering. some more tabletop games. Well, I can't really say I've gotten to play either in a while because, you know, time. Now, that is something. So if you're coming to Nashville and we're all like, and you still want to come hang out with us at the time, like there are board game groups in Nashville where you can go and just join in a night of board games and stuff like that if that's something you're interested in. There's board game cafes. Yeah, we could take you to all the like the game shops and the nerdy places in Nashville, the used bookstores. You were obsessed with the Game of Thrones game for years while it was on. Now you only play like Ticket to Ride, yeah, and it has such a good app. Yeah, I remember the Game of Thrones game when it came out. That's the 32. Make 3 more because I know I've got some individual orders too. Knitter Girl, hey, good afternoon. Alright, one more of these, and then I'm going to be making the small plant pots. So they're going to be really like small, simple bowls, but I've got to decide if I'm going to use the tiles for that, or if I'm going to just put them on like another board. Yeah, because I'm making the same thing over and over again. You're not missing anything. Alright, so that's the last of these. So I am not making a mug. If I start making a mug, tell me to stop. This is going to be a little bowl. Probably needs to be bigger than that, but so I need to get one over here and see how big it actually is. It's actually where I should have measured my prototypes, but I didn't. Let's see if that's about it. All right, that's it. And so I know what my guide is now. Okay. Let's see if I can move this around with ease. Oh, the sponge came off of my wire cutter. Well, it'll work. So see, even with something this thick on the walls, like it still warps when you pick it up, but I think it'll be okay. I don't need that. Okay. This one will be better because I know what I'm aiming for now. And these are going to be the small plant pots, the punny plant pots. I may just pick these up because that's not gonna look very good. Yeah, I may just use the tiles and move them. Keep thinking they need to be taller than they need to be. These are the little ones. And so these are going to have they're going to have a little plate underneath them, and they're going to be plant pots. They'll have holes on the bottom, and then a medallion on the side with a plant pun. Like the ones we talked about yesterday, I made like 3 of them. I made one that said, "Can you dig it?" I made. What was the other one y'all told me? I'll have to look at it. Look it up. I've got that one. I've got Leave Me Alone. Let's see. I like big buds. I like big buds. That was the other one. Oh yeah, your Nan had a towel with plant puns. It had lettuce, romaine, friends, forever. I like it. Yes. Maybe. I have not taken it out, unless maybe it's in the sink. I was thinking if it was over there somewhere. Whatever happened to the big pitcher? Because I used to have it in that. The plastic one. Okay. We have, talking about the punny towels, we have one at the shop that says, praise the lard and pass the biscuits. But ours tend to have more to do with cooking than anything else. Go figure. Oh, you're getting bad rain. What is that reputation of being like rainy all the time or something? Here it is. Four seasons in one day and your infrastructure can't cope with any of them. Yep. It's not a great deal different here. What is all this? Lumi Celine, hello! Thank you for the raid! Hey, welcome! You've come to raid our stash! Ooh. I better start making some yarn bowls then. Good afternoon, how are y'all doing? Oh yeah, we are through snow season. It has been known to snow in March and April, but for the most part we are in the American South, so we get we don't get much winter. We get some cold weather, but nothing, just usually around freezing. Not usually much more than that. You're raiding the stash and clay so you can make some pottery too. Well, hope you came prepared for leg day. Actually, why don't y'all come back on Monday? Come back on Monday. We're going to be unloading 2,500 pounds of clay. How did you get everybody to leave? Because I'm out. I'm out of clay. Today was leg day at the gym for you, so you're ready. Yeah, bottle caps and sponges in the clay, yeah. Don't forget about cat hair. But these guys are a new little product I have. They're like the same shape as a yarn bowl, but they're smaller. It's a plant pot, and at the show we were at this weekend, we took a lot of orders for this small size plant pot because seems like what people thought would sell them best. And we did sell quite a few of them ourselves. We're going to put plant puns on them. Things like, please don't die, which is not a pun, it's just a request. But, you make me want to sprout. And you grow, girl. That's one of our new things this year, is the plant pots. I wet my plants. And then the other one was I soiled myself. So there's plenty of 10-year-old humor in there too. And then the new one, I like big buds and I cannot lie. That one's burning right now. That stamp is burning. I liked that one. And then the one that I could not believe I didn't think of, which someone at the show said, do you have a talk dirty to me? How did I miss that? And so these come in 3 sizes, but I'm making a bunch of the small ones right now because that's what I have measured up. Puns are the best humor. They are. And it makes people smile. Like, people were coming into the booth and laughing because they saw the puns. You want to try doing this one day? You should. Look around and see if anybody's doing classes. Okay, I've got 4 more of these to do, and that'll be it. I don't think I've made any 2 of these the same way. Little Valentine, that was the cat. Well, hello to Little Valentine's cat. Kiba was helping me today. He was like laying on the keyboard in our computer room and like, you know, mashing all the buttons and trying to wallow and swatting at my hands. And like, finally he settled down, but he was just like laying in on everything, and I was trying to like read paperwork. So I just laid my paperwork on top of him, and he was fine. He just laid there. He was my easel today. It's party time. There we go. There's another one. Like, there's so many. We can probably like make the graphics and put them all up on the website. I don't have to make them all, but like put examples up for someone to order. And then make the stamps once somebody orders it. We do that for some things. Oh, wait, no, I need to make a bowl. That I don't want to make a mug. Say hello to my little friend. April showers bring forth May flowers, yes. I had not heard the March winds part, but I'm sure there's a lot more to it that I've never heard. It's like a lot of those old sayings, we only remember part of them. Alright, I got one more. And that'll be it for today. I thought it would take me a bit longer to get through all this. Everyone, romaine, calm. Oh, yes. I think most of the ones I went with were more generic, and that's why I went with them. Didn't go with certain plants, but those are great. Those need to be like on like specific plant puns need to be on like the little sticks that you put next to what you've planted. All right. Last one. I don't know how many we made today. We made 59 things with the pie plates and everything. We've planted some ideas. Yes, yes, yes. Maybe some of them will take root. Go. Here it is, okay. Fine. Go sit down over here again.
Finish this evening.
Put this way too far away now. I was trying to find somebody we could raid. You're right, Jenny. Like, usually I'm not the quickest one to come up with puns, but sometimes they're just there. Sometimes they just pop out. And it's best when, like, they don't, like, you don't even mean it. Who's on today? We got Zakayla, we got wood turning, we got glass blowing, tatting, leather. What else we got going on? I don't think we've seen a single cat today, have we? We're going to go see Valencia Glass. It's their birthday. Here we go. All right. That was harder than it should have been. Now we have some Kibas. Thank you. So you can't say we haven't had any cats in chat, huh? But guys, thank you for watching. Thank you so much for hanging out with me a little bit today while I got some more throwing done. I will not be here tomorrow because I'm going down to the gallery. We're going to take all the stuff we brought back from the show down there and rearrange and put up a lot of new stuff. You just noticed the keyboard. Yes, it works. The space bar sticks a little bit, but it works. It serves its purpose for what I need it to do. But if it hurts you, just look away. We are gonna go see Valencia Glass. He does glass blowing on stream. Has a really nice setup, and it's his birthday. So let's go wish him a happy birthday. We're gonna go. Have a good night, everybody, and I will see y'all later. You know what, I think I might just go to the other computer and do this.